the melee. What we're going to do is we're going to say the odd groups to the left side, the melee. So group 1 and group 3 will go this way to the left, right? And then we'll get group 2 and group 4 to go crystals to the right side, right? Does that make sense to everyone? So we'll be tanking the boss here. Right, as the crystals spawn, we'll get 2 and 4 to go right of the boss, and we'll get 1 and 3 to go left of the boss.
Do you call about like the range that you need to go to? Mages and hunters' farthest targets?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about right now.
Yep,
so,
okay.
so hunters and casters will go to the farthest ones behind the boss, so they'll be going to the ones on the other side of the circle from us now. All right, gonna do a pull timer now.
You can just summon. There, you got to summon.
Yep, is he here?
He's inside. Just got to summon.
Roger that. All right, quick buffs on Goldie.
And play chicken.
Not
kings on
100%.
shamans, please.
We'll
Whoever's
find out.
5,
Everyone get ready.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember, watch for curses. Do not decurse the dread thing. And then we want to make sure that we're dispelling quickly, carrying swarm and all that jazz. When ads spawn, get on them quickly.
Crawler, crawler, crawler. Get it. Crawler. Crawler.
Stack a little bit tighter here, guys. On moon, stack on moon. Eye, there's an eye.
Can we dispel vampiric aura?
Crawler. Crawler, crawler.
Yep, so you want to dispel the disease carrion swarm. You want to dispel vampiric aura.
Shards! This is shards!
Get ready.
I cannot. And shards are spawning now. There's one right next to the boss.
No one on the far shore.
Mages, casters, hunters. Our shards. Let's see if we've got some good time to do this. Very good.
Very nice. Back on his bum, heard.
Please stack a little bit tighter, guys. Rain particularly, stack a little bit tighter.
Shackle,
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 stop
shackle,
Stop moving, stop moving. And that's it. I saw Malachi move. I saw As you can see, that's what happens when you move.
Literally the first one. Oh my god.
Who the fuck did that?
I mean, it's like a 2.5 second cast. You just stop moving.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, now now everybody knows, right? Like, you can see the cast, but basically it's quite fast.
Shackle.
It's happening right now. Everyone has to stop moving. And
Again.
we die again.
There should be a big
There's
ass.
a huge big whiz.
How are you
thing
missing
on
the
screen. You shouldn't
debuff
need
timer?
The extra thing.
It's a big ass icon on your screen. It's impossible to miss.
Huge. It's huge.
Is this the
And
entire fight, or
and
is
it's
there a next
excellent.
second phase?
Yeah,
This is like
there's an act
70% of
phase.
it.
Sorry, one at a time.
This is
Do we
about
have res?
70% of the fight. There's like a couple of extra mechanics, but there's not much more than this.
All right.
We running back?
Do we
Oh,
have
yeah, it's
res?
so easy to see.
Yeah.
Malachi and good. Nice.
Yes,
The
we're
eye,
running back.
Hey.
the eye
Run
needs to
back.
be dispelled. Right, run back. The eye needs to be dispelled.
There'll be a debuff on decurse that you dispel the debuff from the player that has it. I believe it's not the eye itself. It could be
Correct.
wrong, but that's what it looks like. So just look at
Yeah,
your
so the
decurse.
person The person who is the furthest from the boss, it appears, because I saw that Vandal got it when it was on the other side of the room. So the person who's the furthest from the boss will go to sleep, and the eye will spawn in the middle and go towards them. It will kill anyone it touches on its way to the person who's asleep, and when you wake them up with a dispel, then the eye despawns.
Can I also say something? It's imperative that people add the message to listen for in a debuff alert, because that gives you a 2.5 second warning. If you don't have it, like you won't get a warning and you can move and everyone dies.
So
check
everyone
the
in Discord
Paraphrase
is
channel
fucking
and everyone
shouting
get
it.
just to be clear,
Like if you, yeah.
in terms of the curses, right? There is a curse that you should not dispel, but then there is a curse that you must dispel, right? So the curse that you must dispel is the eye. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Does anyone know the precise name of the curse for the eye?
I will not see that curse.
So okay, so right. So sleep paralysis is what it's called, right? That needs to be the curse.
Don't talk to the rat, apparently.
You'll now have a teleport to Cruel if you speak to the normal guy. Don't talk to the rat.
Well, that's
Was that cooking the rats?
that's intuitive. Oh my god.
Okay. All right. So we need to. So sleep paralysis must be dispelled. It's not a curse apparently. It's magic.
It's
right?
magic.
So, and then yeah. So that needs to be dispelled. So it seems like magic wise we can dispel everything, right? So anyone that uses magic, so priests and paladins can fucking go to town. It's only the mages and druids that need to be careful with what they.
It's only if they haven't like run Super WoW. If you're running Super WoW, it just doesn't show up. You can just decurse normally.
I admittedly understand what the crawler does. Like if the
Yes.
crawler stays up too long, it eats mana immediately. Like
Yeah. We've been there was no problem with the crawlers there. Like it was pretty fast.
The first one was bad, but after that it was fine.
Yeah.
Ideally, you'd need a tank to pick it up, because if it spawns on the ranged.
Yeah,
it's
we've got
pretty hard to kill
Miyoko.
as
We got Miyoko in that spot.
he can just drag it to the melee, so the melee don't have to run back.
So just to confirm, Miyoko, basically what you'll be tanking is the little small adds that spawn, and you just take them. In this case, we take them out of the range and straight to the melee. The little night crawlers. Take them out of the range and straight to the melee.
I need to relog my UI is bugged. Or my sound.
Alright. We're looking pretty good here. I'm just going to do a ready check. Yep, it's just crawlers are quick to drop. The main thing again is when that shackle starts being casted, right? Your screen goes a little dark. There's a big thing in the middle. That's when you need to stop, right? It's not after that. That's when you need to stop. You need to stop when it's being casted, because if you move when the cast goes off, it's over. Red Rover. We wipe. Alright, just Pirja and double cheese. You guys let me know when you're ready.
I just need a few buffs. Intellect.
And just remember as well, yeah, the eye has a debuff. It's called sleep paralysis. It's a magic debuff, and it has to be dispelled. And so
My 1 hour buffs are going off.
We'll get both the hunters actually to stand a little bit further away, because why not? Because one of the two is always going to get hit by it. So if we could get Wilsony and Pew Pew, if you guys could just stand a little bit further back out of the raid, like max range from the boss, and that will help us.
Don't stand near the middle though, because that's where it spawns.
Yeah, correct. So stand more
over
towards
here
this.
where vandalism is.
Yeah. So stand this side basically. So max range along this side, so the eye comes and avoids all the casters. All right, I'm gonna do a full timer now. Pulling a 20. Yeah, Elixir of Demon Slaying.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just Death Wish on the pool here, guys. Might as well just use it. Crawler.
Oh, sick. Nice job.
Yep, Purge dispels.
Crawler in
Dispels on
range.
Bogum. Dispels on Bogum.
There's an eye.
Crawl.
Okay, just don't touch it.
Dispel.
Wake up, Piku! Wake up, Piku! Wake
Dispel.
up, Piku!
Why is no one dispelling?
Why did 0 people dispel that? Also, no one on the crawler.
I was not able to dispel that.
Yeah, I was spamming dispel.
This vampiric aura is not dispellable.
It's not the aura, it's
No, it's
sleep
not.
paralysis. It's the only important one.
Great job on the shards.
That was tight on that. That was tight.
It's an eye.
Can do shackles.
Again, 0 dispel. Why is it?
And he instant died in the middle.
You can't run through the middle, because if it spawns when you're running through there, it will kill whoever touches it.
Shackles.
Shackle,
don't
shackle.
Move, don't move. Don't move. Dispel. Dispel eye. Dispel eye. Dispel eye. Sleep paralysis. Hey, we got it.
You may now move.
It's a cool fight.
Okay, we're getting ads soon, so when that happens, run to where the boss was.
Dispel. 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 Nice. Good.
There, come to where the
Yep.
boss was.
Run to tank. Run to tank.
Tremor down. Tremor down. Shaman.
Get him closer, guys. Stack him up. Stack him up. Be quicker stacking him up. Don't move out. Move in. We want all the ads inside and to quickly deal with them. If they go to people outside.
Shards. Move out.
Get ready. Go to the same shards you did before.
Fear. It's fear, then shackle.
Yep, don't move. That's important.
Okay, so if we have the fear and the shackle, then
You're on shackle.
and shards.
That was Cart. Cart Clock did it, but to be honest, I think any number of people would have done it. I would have done it too. Cart took one for the team.
How are we meant to do all 3 of those mechanics at the same time, right?
You don't. You have to time it. As far as I understand, just from what Scatty was mentioning, we have to try and
Fear ward.
Avoid
Is it
them
percentage
stacking.
based?
I assume so.
So we just pumped it too much.
No, there's no
Also fear.
avoiding it.
Oh, there's no
just
avoiding
random.
it.
It's random.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
well,
if we had a
nice.
shaman in every
This-
single group,
No, but we still would have been fucked because we had shackles.
Just
We
fear
wouldn't
ward,
have been
then
Do you
you
have
can get the whole
do you have an
fear thing.
Do you get an extra time to do the shards? Do you?
a shaman in every group, tremor to
Because
get
we
rid of the
barely
tremors.
killed. We
Tremor
barely
totem
killed
only
the
takes every
shard-
5 seconds.
No, but we barely killed the shards when we.
You don't
when
need
we
shamans,
didn't
just
have
fear ward.
shackles. No, I mean we have like 5 seconds of shackles, so we have literally 5 seconds left to kill the things.
I don't think
You
it's.
need the damage.
Yeah, it is really hard. You have about 20 seconds to kill the shards. So ultimately, when you get that order, because that's like the nightmare order, right? So you need to have people running out to their positions before the shards come out, so that after the fear and the shackle, you can effectively just kill them straight away. It's not easy.
Yeah, we need to be at the shards before the shackles come out. I assume, right?
Yeah, and they don't always spawn in exactly the same spots either.
Yeah, if you're feared, you can't. The shackle mechanic won't apply to you. It's just people are probably going to try to be moving during the fear, since they can't control their character, and they pop out of it and then they instantly pop it.
So
if you're in fear and the shackles is coming out, then just hand off the keyboard, and when you stop running from the fear, don't move until you confirm that shackles is over.
We don't really need to worry about fear ward. You don't really need to worry about feared. You just use the fear ward, and we can avoid that mechanic entirely. Fear ward, the buff the priests have.
3 priests on a whole raid. It happens many times, by the way. It's not just once.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and ultimately, the fear itself isn't bad, at least until ads are out and you've got like tanks feared with thunderclapping doom guards on them. But you lose uptime on the crystal shards. So that's the problem with the fear and the shackles, is that you're losing uptime on killing those.
I think we do want probably fear wards for... We have just Duplo and Abandon, right? We do need to prio fear wards on tanks at all times. So I call like 3 or 4.
I use my 6-minute cooldown to break that fear because the boss was running off to hit people.
My fucking binds, my key bind, like my movement binds, are just constantly unbinding themselves when I chain. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's the same thing as like when you're under a status effect. Same thing as chess. Like if you're MC'd when the king stuff goes out, you don't get you don't trigger anything.
Hey, since we have several mechanics that like we don't move, can we just call them all like the same thing, like stay still or something, instead of shackle for one? And like if we just call this like stay still, and then we'll do that for the same thing.
It's the only one you need to say still. It's just that one.
No. But we have it in other places in Kara 40. If we always say the same thing, it's easier for everybody.
Don't fucking move.
Alright, one sec. I have to restart my computer because I'm gonna fucking kill it. I'm actually just gonna quickly jump off and kill myself.
Wait, did you say that your movement keys are unbinding?
Correct.
Try pressing
Did you install that fucking add-on that people at HKS were using? That would
No, I don't know
disable
what that
their
is.
movement keys when Shackle went out?
No, I didn't.
Amazing.
I don't know what that is.
Plug your
amazing.
Plug your keyboard in and out, maybe.
No, I don't have any such add-on like that.
Though.
Fuck.
Can someone snowball him if they got one?
Log to save your flasks, I guess.
Yeah,
You gotta go, you gotta go.
I'm just gonna quickly die so I don't run into something.
In the ads phase, whoever the tanks are that are picking up the 2 Doom Guards, you need to move them out immediately. Because it just thunderclapped all the casters.
Correct.
Can't have that. And I don't think we need to move to where the boss was. Like, that's not necessary. You can just stack where the ranged group was. And just
as long as the ads are not on top of people, then that is completely fine. We just collapsed because that was easier to handle the imps, but by all means, we can stay in that spot.
Also noticing a lot of decurses are not going out. So, I don't know, people are like afraid to decurse or something, but it wasn't explained. But if you do not decurse Doom of Outland, the player dies after 10 seconds. So, decurses need to be fast. And Painful Insomnia is another one that's not being decursed, which puts a debuff on the player that anytime they attack, they have a chance to damage themselves. So if it's a melee person, they can kill themselves really fast. So
yeah,
just
it's
decurse
only
everything, please.
Yeah, just decurse everything. It's only what, Dread? You were saying Dread something?
Well, if they've installed the add-ons like I suggested, a week ago, then they should have no problems.
Okay, but let's operate on the fact that maybe someone hasn't. What is the actual mechanic that they cannot dispel? Excuse me, cannot decurse.
If they ever see 2 Doom of Outland show up on decursive, because what happens is the boss will put two curses out at the same time. One's called Doom, one's called Dread. If you decurse Dread, it kills that player. If you don't decurse Doom, that person dies. So if they see 2 curses come up at the same time that say the same name, unless you mouse over it and the tooltip is different, then they know that they can't decurse both because it will kill one person.
Roger.
So, but if you only see 1 curse come up on decursive, that means you've got the correct version and you can just decurse.
Okay, so basically just pretty much decurse everything unless you see 2 of precisely the same buff. And obviously decurse quick. Yeah, restart fixed it. That was fucked. All right, everyone can zone back in. Sorry about that. I have no idea what happened, but it's fine now.
Come here.
Yeah, I mean, I have a poker keyboard, so it's got like layers and stuff like that. So I think maybe like I must have pressed the function key or something like that, and I don't know, perhaps that was it. But it's a bit weird. It didn't like it didn't change layer. But
All right, posted an updated list of that thing, including the curse stuff.
yeah, so you can check the the K40 channel. So prio decurse just fucking clean and cleanse everything. Cleanse and decurse
Log
everything.
in, please.
Yeah, everyone can log in, please. Yep, that's the one.
So we're decursing Doom of Outland now this time?
Should have always been decursing it.
I swear he said don't decurse that one.
No, it's Dread.
Dread is the one that you shouldn't be
Dread.
seeing. But if you
No, I
do
haven't
see
seen that one.
Will Hunter Pets cause the shackle to break? Okay.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a bit rough.
Just get your pets out.
All right, let's get ready. So ready, check here. This goes through the 20-second pull timer. You're going. Pull timer's up. Yeah, Elixir Demon Slaying.
Let's get it. Team.
5.
Bog 'em in tanks,
4,
bag boys.
3, 2.
It's real.
1.
Is Death Wish here?
Aye. Good job. Crawler.
Please don't stun it in the caster group. Yoko's trying to move it.
Shots!
Crawler as well.
I cleanse.
You gotta run
Oh,
away
watch
from
out
it.
for the eye, watch out for the eye.
Someone run to and cleanse. Oh, rip.
Well, at least he won't blow us up with shackles.
Everyone, please help call out
Innovator
the Nightcrawler.
You're too close to the middle, Vitter.
Yeah, fair
I'll
enough.
spawn on you and kill you.
Beware.
Shackle.
Great job.
Done. Crawler.
Who is hodging it every time?
Yeah, do not
Stop
hodge the
doing it.
crawler in the group. Wait till it gets to the melee.
Crawler. For 50%, do we want to wait for the second?
No.
Okay.
Okay, drag the ads out.
Stack up here. Drag the ads, drag the Doom Guards out, but otherwise stack up. So tanks drag Doom Guards away. Everyone else stack. Ranged on Doom Guards. Rest on Imps.
Okay, it's ending. It's aura first. Now
Shackle, stop moving.
Okay, crystals coming up. Shards.
Yep, shards now.
We have Tremor out. Shaman's Tremor.
Just shard under the boss.
Goldie needs a dispel.
Melee focus the shard on the boss, not the boss.
I can do both.
Sorry, Carprock, I couldn't find you, dude.
Back on boss. Crawler.
Drag the Doom Guard out.
Keep up on the decurses. And the
So
dispels. So, yep.
Shackle, stop.
Moving. Kill the crawler. Kill the imps.
Ads again.
Group up. Take the Doom Guards out. Range on the Doom Guards. Everyone else stack.
Melee should be able to
It's either gonna be Fear now or Shackles.
Melee help on the Doom Guards here. Move out. Get ready for the
Here.
Decurse exotic go, if you're not feared.
And it's gonna be
Shards. It'll be shards, then shackles.
shards here. Yep.
Move to the middle.
My plan has long been.
Shackles.
Shackles, stop moving.
Shackles.
Diggers, dispel Britain.
Deathwish here.
Get the shards down.
Deathwish here. Kill the rest of the shards.
Oh, the fear.
Decurse girdle.
That's what.
Okay. I know what it is. It's that eye.
What?
Who is doing the eye?
When I get fucking eyed, it unbinds all of my keys. What the actual fuck?
Get fucked.
Like right then the eye was on me and it just literally unbound all of my keys.
It's like a new level debuff.
You gotta start using your arrow keys. Arrow keys. Gotta double click
So
your
you're
mouse.
saying once the eye is dispelled, your keys are fully unbound?
My W key's not bound at the
Eye?
moment.
Is that what
too.
you're saying?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying as soon as I got the eye, as soon as the eye was on me, all of my keys got unbound.
As soon
Like
as I
my
get the
movement key.
eye.
My movement key. Everything else is fine, but my movement key bindings got unbound.
Sounds like you got too many add-ons, man.
You hit add on cap and it push something.
I think
off.
it's happening to me too. Bit weird.
Yeah,
the same.
legit, man.
I thought it's some debuff.
Who's doing the eye dispel?
I think Duplo? Duplo's doing a pretty good job on a lot of them.
Only Duplo?
Honestly, though, everyone needs to be able to, because like in situations where we cross the room and there's melee on the crystals on the far side,
Right,
you know, the
so-
pallies who are running across need to be
Give me a
ready
moment,
to
please.
dispel.
So, Diplo, when you're on eye and we are just like doing the boss in the normal spot, that's okay. But once we are doing shards, people will still get the eye. And I've seen you were not really in the range to dispel either me
Well,
or...
we're not. Wait. Let me just stop here. We're not going to put the responsibility on one person. Everybody that can dispel needs to be doing it, right? So it's not just Duplo. He's certainly not the only one responsible. Everybody that can dispel needs to be
He's
dispelled.
not to be expected to be in the exact spot. So there has to be like a person at 10 o'clock and a person at 2 o'clock. That way it's more or less divided.
I don't know. I actually don't feel. I feel like I trust everyone enough here to be able to just tell you guys this. Ramses Poon, Savage, Duplo, Shadow, and Deviance. Try and see where everyone else is and make sure you're not overlapping. And try and cover this whole area, right? Like if you see you know other healers or whatever going one way, just go the opposite way and try and cover it all. But there's no way between that many dispellers that we should have an issue of like one guy way at the back not dispelling. I think, for fuck's sakes, it's still not working.
If you want to get your old keybinds, you can't log out. You've got to crash your client. So
See, there was one small thing. So Maliki got, during the shards, Maliki was at the very farthest away shard. He got paralysis, and then of course there was no one who could run to be in range of him in time. So while the shards are out, it's probably good to have some healer. I guess the middle is not the right way, but
you
no,
want
never in the
double.
middle, but
You
you
don't
need
want a
one
healer.
person
You
at
want
10 and
double to
2.
be going at the back and dispelling. Just make sure the double dispels
Dispelling loneliness and
You
discontent.
get that double? Because you're DPSing those shards. You just make sure that people are dispelled at the back.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like double's already there, so double can be responsible for. You don't speak engineering. That's none of us do, man. Only gnomes. The left shard from the front is the melee, so it's group 1 and 3. It's because we went to the second shard first, and then we did the back shard. No, it's because at that point we weren't actually on the boss, so we were like in the group because we were doing the AOE, so we were closest to that one when it was spawning. All right, I'm gonna do a pull timer here. Yeah, pulling in 10. Everyone get ready.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just hold the death wish on this time.
Nightcrawler.
Shard.
My plan has long been in the making. Your pathetic power has no place here.
Nightcrawler at healers.
Dispel Malachi.
Another Nightcrawler.
Shackle window.
Nightcrawler.
Beware.
Shackle, stop.
Shackles.
It's gonna be fear. Someday.
Keep up the dispel. Collapse.
Tremor. So I don't see
Melee
any
help
Fury
on the
for
Doom
4 or 5.
guard. Melee help on the Doom guard here. Noxy, can you battle res the first person that goes down?
Okay, it's ending.
Okay.
Or shards.
And it's gonna be shackle. Shackle.
Shackle.
Yeah, wipe it up.
Bruh.
Wipe it up. Someone move.
Bruh.
Monster kill.
Fuck, haven't had that in a while, dude.
Nice.
A
whole
new world.
Do you have aggro and you jump off? Does he bug out?
He does, and it resets.
Kim, jump off. Jackal.
I was saying don't move, no heart rate.
No heart, are you kidding me?
If
No,
people move,
he just wants to say don't move instead of shackles, which is fine. Don't move is fine, but I mean, you know, it'll still happen now and then. I reckon we don't even say stop. I think we just scream. Just everybody just scream into the microphone.
That's what's gonna happen.
I don't think actually. I think you're all wrong. I don't think that's a problem. I think everyone understands what the fuck to do, and I don't think screeching is going to help it. So please don't screech. In fact, just don't worry. Less calls is better. Let people focus on their game. I'm calling it out already. We have a few people calling it out. Everyone knows what to do. Yeah, there's no need to get crazy. No, we're just going to continue to say, don't move. That's fine. Don't move or.
I mean,
or
there's 5 people
Shackle's
screaming
fine.
at you, so I know to stop moving. It's not that hard.
Honestly, with how far we are already getting to a second ad phase, it took my other guild about 6 hours of prog to get that far, so good job.
How?
How the fuck you dare compare?
Lots of shackle deaths.
Others.
That's nuts.
To be fair, we fucking scrubbed up on Medivh and still do a lot from that stupid rest up pot, man.
I like these calm little moments before the storm.
please, just, dude, stop talking.
So it's pretty much unrecoverable if we get shards into Shackle, right?
No.
No, it's just gonna be big DPS.
No,
shackles
it's
don't
fear
last
into
that
Shackle. That's
As long as cast is
I think it
there,
depends where
cooldowns if
people are
that happens.
positioned. If they're not positioned
those
well,
those
then you're
back
fucked.
ones, like melee should get really close to the like if you know the call's gonna be like that, melee should just go to the melee ones as soon as possible, and try and melee during stack rules. And casters need to get close to the back ones as fast as they can, and start DPSing. It's fear. There is shards, fear, and then shackles is gonna be fucked or something like that.
Well, I think
Yeah,
Warriors
that's the
can
worst.
get to the first Shackles and then they can intercept the second. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That feels good.
Yep. I've been doing the same thing, and that seems to be working. Anyway. So far, we haven't actually died to a shard, so great work there. We just keep on keeping on. As long as fast, it seems we have quite a bit of time, even if we do cut it a bit close. Just, yeah, that's about it. And, yeah, we were doing really good on decurses, so... Like, each attempt, we're getting better and better at every single little thing, every little wrinkle. So, yeah, we'll just keep on keeping on. One thing that we obviously just quickly need to improve, low-hanging fruit. When we collapse into the center, everyone's doing a really good job of, like, actually getting to that collapse point. And tanks are doing a good job of taking them out. Melee, I was actually incorrect. We do need the melee to actually help kill those. So, melee go out, like, melee help kill whatever's in the middle, you know, use a sapper or whatever, but then we need to kill the Doom Guards real quick.
Thanks for the tip.
There's no enrage trades, right? So we just keep doing this and we get it.
I also want to quickly mention as well something I noticed. So in the phases where we get stuck outside of like, so for example, we have like the shards, right, or a shackle, and we see those little nightmare crawlers. Can we please save all of the hodges for that moment right there, right? Like wait a couple seconds and then hodge them in those moments. Don't worry about hodging them right off the bat. We seem to be pretty switched on and killing them quickly, but in those moments, we need to make sure that we have hodge up so, you know, we buy as much time as possible because we're going to need to focus the shards prio. And so being able to hodge them in those situations is going to prevent as much mana being drained. So.
Yes.
All right, we need to ready check.
Alright, time to buff up.
Hello, guys. Might or wisdom?
We get kings on shamans, please. Whoever's kings.
The only problem I've got is that I'm doing you a job.
Everyone still has battle res up,
to
yeah?
buff up.
I didn't think we lost anyone prior to the shackle wipe.
If it bleeds,
Yeah, so I got mine.
we can kill it.
Yeah, nice.
All right, everyone, chill.
Grab the Hellstone. All right, everyone's ready. I'm going to do a pull timer now. Pulling in 20.
Can you count, suckers?
Pulling in 10. Yeah, looks for Demon Slaying.
5.
Pulling in 5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
If anyone could put up an Emerald Blessing real quick. Actually important here.
Shot.
Please call out the nightmares as well. Great job on the shards.
Shackle window soon.
Shackle windows soon. Great job on the spells.
Shackle.
Shackle.
Shackle means don't move. Does that help their heart rate?
Shadow a bit late.
Okay, he's gonna collapse.
Okay, collapsed.
Tremors.
Remember, melee help on these Doom Guards. We want to get this down ASAP.
Spread out for shards.
Get ready for shards now. Just Death Wish these shards, actually, if you haven't Death Wished.
Shackles. Stop.
Shackle. Don't move. No move.
He's casting
Oh.
Shackles, Daddy.
That's the wipe.
Who was it this time?
Damn. Twice.
Yeah, bro. This shit is just unbinding my keys every fucking time. This is actually the dumbest fucking...
You should reset now. Hopefully.
I mean, we shouldn't have
the
to call
shards are
the
out.
shards, right? Like, it's not about...
We should not have moved.
Yeah, you
was the problem. You don't like unless you know that it's done a fear and a shackle just before he's going into ad phase. You don't know which one it's going to be next because it's random. Unless he's done those two just before it, and then you know, okay, it will definitely be this other one because the other two are on cooldown. So he shouldn't have moved because it could have been any of the three.
Beware.
But we need to go over there because
no, we don't.
There's two things. No, there's two ways that it can go down, right? Either he does the fear and the shackles before the shards, in which case, if we start moving over there, then we're in position after the shackles ends. The crystals come out, we kill them, we go back to boss. Or if the crystals come out first, then we're in position, and then we can DPS through the shackles or immediately after the fear. Either way, if we wait until the crystals come out and then we start moving and then we get a fear, it's over.
Come here.
I mean, I will say this. So far, every time we've had an issue where, like, the shackle and anything else is tight, we haven't even had an opportunity to do anything because we've died due to someone moving. So the very first thing we need to do is just make sure that people do not move during a shackle. It takes priority. It's insta-wipe, guys. So just, like, if
The
you
issue
see
is
it...
that he can instantly do a shackle cast as soon as he comes out of the ads phase. So if you tell people to move because you're thinking, oh, well, we should move every time in case it's shards, then people are running while he's casting that as he comes out.
And then you look at your DPM and you know not to move.
Yeah, everyone just needs to stop, no matter what. Like, no matter what, everyone needs to stop when shackle comes out. Like, there's only... I mean, every single time, only one person or so is doing it. And so it's just... Everyone has the individual responsibility to stop, regardless of what's happening. I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong. It's not. But, like, even still, people need to stop. You know, there's always situations where you're, like, moving or doing something, and shackle's about to go out, and we have to stop. And so nothing changes regardless of what we're doing at the time. So, you know, everyone just... You must stop when the shackle goes out, right? You see the big icon or whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter, it's not important. Because if you move, we die.
I ain't got a good brain.
Super, where you at?
Coming back, buddy.
Can I Can I res you? Are you
You've rezzed me already. Oh, I've been rezzed. I was just doing the change to my thing that you sent. Because I'm getting like 2 FPS during the fights.
I keep getting like dropped frames, eh?
Yeah. And I have that MPQ thing.
What? You guys are not getting 180? That's crazy.
I do. It's the drops also.
What damage is actually going out this this fight? By the way, it's a little bit of fire, and then what else? Shadow, I guess.
Yeah, people usually pre-pop fire. Rune and fire pod is what I've seen.
Yeah, no point using shadow because the shackle is shadow. So this wastes everyone's gold.
Don't start pre-popping fire pods and etc. We haven't gotten to.
Yeah, I'd say it's not. I wouldn't
That's
say anyone
where
to
you
do
will
that.
need it. Once we get shit together, that's when you do it. Until now, just practice.
I light the fire, it keeps my feet warm.
Alright, doing a ready. Yeah, it seems to be one of the harder ones to avoid is obviously the tank, because he's on the boss and trying to get the boss, etc. But yeah, so obviously Kimian, it's big that, and all the tanks, just it's big that you're cognizant that no matter what,
Alright,
if you
time
move, we
to
die.
buff
So.
up.
Listen.
Okay, we're gonna pull time.
And listen well.
And Tonk's whole remove your banks, etc.
Yeah, remove banks, remove anything like that. Pulling in 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Roll.
Chance.
Nightcrawler.
He's being tanked on where the shard spawns, so we know next time.
I think it's slightly right.
Oh, yeah, okay. Nightmare Crawler.
There was a lot of mana drain.
Dispels, great job.
Yeah, the Nightcrawler screwed the healers. Shackles.
Don't move. Nightmare Crawler, Nightmare Crawler. Is there a reason that the ranged / healers have to stand that far back, or can they move a little bit further?
We'll get the debuff if we're too close.
Okay. Collapse.
Tremor.
Melee, get on these Doom Guard.
It's an end, next one coming up.
Okay. It's ending.
Shackle, don't move. Do not move.
The Sphere and then Crystals.
Kill the Doom Guard. Kill the Nightmare Crawler. And Crystals. Death Wish here.
Just one boss.
So that's the perfect order.
Dispel.
Dispels, melee quickly get on the Doom Guards. Nightmare Crawler.
It's 2 crawlers up.
It's on the boss. Nightmare Crawler again. Shackles, don't move.
Shack.
Nightmare Crawler again. And Ad Face.
Tremor.
Noxy, can you risk Trouble?
Ending. Fear.
Get ready for Fear. Shackle windows here. Kill the crawlers, kill the Doom Guards, crowd crawlers. Try and pull the Doom Guard closer to the boss.
Shackle, stop.
Shackle, do not move.
And it's gonna be shards.
Straight to shards.
Then the clock needs more.
Does.
Come on, shots.
Yeah, this is a much better spot.
Shackle.
No, Scotty.
Oh no.
That was crazy good, guys. But here's the challenge in the fight. Boss is at 40%.
So it's literally just shackles, I think. And obviously they stack all the shit going on.
So
Also
the challenge that
falling
we've got
behind on
now, you
ads.
see like the first half of the fight, there's no ads really. And it's very easy to just push him down to half health, get to that first ad phase. But now you see with all the Doom Guards coming out and all the extra imps and shit, like if we're not pushing damage on the boss while these ads are being dealt with, we're not progressing the fight. And this is the challenge. Obviously, we still need to tighten up mechanics. We need to make sure everyone's comfortable with it. But to get a kill, we need to push the boss's HP bar harder than we are.
What's the healer's manners looking like?
Not good.
Get the fucking night crawlers out of there.
Night crawlers are screwing us. I was at the end anyway, so yeah, it would have been good luck making it too much farther.
I go and then I pop pots and tea, and then I got instant again. So it's like I was at
So
40
night crawlers
all
and
the healer's
shackles
room.
are the main two.
I suppose
It's everything.
It's an AoE mana burn.
Ramses, were you going in?
What's your mana?
No, but I'm in the melee stack.
Yeah, gotta be away from it.
Just quickly, what is the debuff that the boss puts on the range that does damage?
Carrion Swarm?
That's a
melee.
ticking poison thing or something.
Ticking poison, and it's ranged, is it?
Disease.
Carrion Swarm
Carrion
is
Swarm
a
is the
disease.
disease.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so Carrion Swarm, if you're too close to him, is what he puts on you that has to be dispelled. How often does he apply it? Does anyone know?
Not too often, at least from what I can tell.
I'd say not. To me, it sounds it's like every 20 seconds, 30 seconds, something like that.
So yeah, no, actually, not spaced out. Would it? You can't space out because then the crawlers will be everywhere. But I'm just wondering why can't they stand like basically if they're not close enough to the, well, if they're not like at the maximum range that the swarm or whatever carrion swarm gets applied,
It's 20
if
yards.
not even closer than that, because if it's every 20 seconds and we're having to dispel it anyway off of quite a few people, but
Well, all the shaman groups should have the cleansing totem out. So
yeah. So ranged, are you guys getting hit by carrion swarm? Is any of the range
no,
getting hit
not
by
currently.
Okay.
It's
Yes,
20
the
yard range.
shamans are getting carrion swarm. Yes.
Okay. Is anyone else like any of the
There's
priests,
no
any of
reason
the mages?
the shaman shouldn't be in the melee.
I'm not.
Okay. All right. So it is rich.
Okay.
Just
20
yeah, we'll try and
yards.
just try and make sure that you guys are like precisely 20 yards, just so we can like get to that ad quicker and yeah, just make the transitions. The same thing like later on in the fight with phase 2. We just want to make sure that we're taking all of those ads and we're tightening up where we actually tank them, so the melee can just go from one to the other, and we're not wasting a ton of time moving. Obviously, he does a AoE thunderclap thing, but basically just try and take him to the max range of that thunderclap, and otherwise, yeah, just tank them very,
Could
very
we
close.
just try for one attempt to stack in melee, because the healing is not really that difficult. The only thing that fucks us is the mana drain, in my opinion, at least from a healer perspective.
Well, if you guys are going later on in the fight, then that is going to be brutal, because you're going to have to dispel, you're going to have to cleanse that, and
Yeah, but like we
shaman.
go because of the crawlers. Like if the crawlers are dealt with, we won't go in.
Yeah, but the thing
We
is,
just
though,
destroy them.
you're going to have to still spend a bunch of globals to dispel 15 people to
How much damage does it actually do though?
dispel disease off 15 people.
Yeah, but is it worth
Like the
dispelling?
totems
Might
take
not
care of a
even be
lot of
worth
people.
dispelling.
Totems are cheap. The totems are not an issue.
Yeah, I'm
How
not
much
worried about the
damage does
shamans.
Carrier
I'm worried
Swarm
about
do?
the other 3 groups.
Yeah, how much damage does Carrion Swarm do though? Like, cause there's one that does. There's a magic buff that I had on it. Does no damage.
I mean, I could probably put a regrowth on everybody and they'll be fine.
From what I can tell, before people get dispelled, like even if the buff takes for 2-3 seconds, it doesn't really do that much damage. Maybe like 5 to 10%.
But right now, there's very, very few people
that's
that
a
are
lot of
actually
damage!
getting it. That because all the melee are getting disease cleansing totems, so it's like we're not having to really worry about it. Whereas if we're putting 15 people,
I could focus on all the
Even if we have
range.
one person dispelling, it's so much less mana than.
okay, well let's
everyone getting a tick of that shit.
we'll try it. It's worth giving it a shot, eh? So this time we'll have all of the ranged and healers just stack on the back of the boss with the melee stack, and so we can just cleave down those nightcrawlers instantly, and we'll see how that works. If it's too bad, we can adjust.
You still stick in your stack.
Yeah, live really careful as well. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, hunters still have to stand to the side, out of the stack, so away from everyone else. All right, Jiro, just let us know when you're ready. You're the only one that didn't click OK. All right, pulling a 20.
You've come back to make trouble?
Get rid of minions.
Yeah, get rid of minions, get rid of banks, get rid of all auctioneers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pulling. Guys, all the range needs to stack up tighter. Stack up to the back of the boss, right on the melee. Exactly as we said, stack up to the melee. Everybody on the melee. Vida move forward, Jiro move forward.
Shards.
Shards. Now you can move away from the boss. Alright, now stack back up on the back of the boss. Get ready for shackles. Again, back of the boss.
Shackles.
Nightmare Crawler. Nightmare Crawler. Melee, you still have to damage the Nightmare Crawler, be quick.
The disease dispelling is pretty shit.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Alright, we're not going to go back to this position after this then. We'll go back to normal, so don't stand on top of the boss range.
Metal looks better.
I thought it was fine.
I was just talking about the disease dispelling.
It doesn't matter, I can keep everyone up.
Alright, cool. Alright, let's stay on the back of the boss. Never mind that. Stay on the back of the boss. Shackles. Don't move.
This is the good order.
Charts.
My plan has long been.
And pop Death Wish here.
Can I get a dispel?
Brayden's gonna
Double,
die.
double,
Dispel,
cleanse me,
dispel.
mate.
Gotcha. Get the shards down.
Let's kill the Doom Guards. Kill all of these ads. Leave them down, Melee. Shackles, stop moving. Do not move.
This is pretty insane damage.
First blood.
Yeah.
Get ready for shackles as well, I think. Back of the boss. Everybody back of the boss. Shackles, stop moving. Shards after shackles, so immediately get into shards.
Oh, that mana drain.
TurtleWoW. Looks like most shamans are too.
Yeah, me too.
The fear.
Have any mana?
Kimian's next up, I think.
No, it's will be.
One shard is up, guys.
We missed the last shot.
If you're gonna do that tactic, we can't have the Doom Guards out on the boss like that. Just everyone getting thunderclaps.
What was the point of that tactic? What improved with that tactic?
Our mana was fine until just to see if the mana was better. Basically.
Really, the mana was fine.
Mine was the same until it wasn't, which is the same as every other attempt.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is it seems that it's the Night Crawlers that were doing the damage. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I'm not sure. You guys tell me. But,
once the crystals spawn, the shards spawn, everyone runs away, and then there's like 2 Nightcrawlers just zapping everyone, all the healers' mana.
Yes.
Yeah, they have to be stunned. Like they have to be hodged at that point. That's why it's like it's super important because they don't drain mana immediately, right? They drain mana after like a couple of seconds.
Yeah,
they start
they
to
do an
cast,
AoE.
and then and then when they're casting, that's when you need to stun them, right? And so then you have like basically 8 seconds or something like this, which is half the time we have for the shards, effectively, and people can get back and kill them. But like what's happening is nothing is happening to no one's stunning them. But this is what I'm saying. Like paladins need to all be ready to stun them right in those moments. Like that's where we need to be saving hodges and things like that. And like you can even overlap hodge one onto the other. Like there's no harm in doing that. But just make sure ideally it's the first hodge goes out when it oh fuck's sake, I clicked the rat on accident. Ideally the hodges go out when it's casting.
Yeah. Also, I didn't really know the purpose of not dispelling the disease because just way more damage went out this time than the previous attempts.
Okay, you have to dispel the last 3 groups, but not the. Yeah.
Yeah. We have to dispel the disease.
No, people weren't dispelling in the last groups.
Okay. No. That was not said, right? In terms of like not dispel. We have to dispel the disease, of course. And so the whole problem with the strat was that we would have 15 people that we would have to dispel. And so if you guys can do that, and it's no problem to keep up the healing and the mana improves, then maybe it works. But if we can't do that, like if nobody's getting dispelled and you need to be dispelled, then it's a problem.
Well, the problem is when the debuff goes out and then we have the shards, and so we have 15 people who have the debuff who are then trying to run the shards. I had to run back to the group to get a dispel because otherwise I was dead.
Yeah,
so you get less DPS on the shards.
Yeah, I'm not really buying that this is really the best strategy, especially for like the mana crawlers, which are dying pretty fast anyway. I think the main thing, I think we don't stack. We just you guys stack like max range, right? So you're not getting hit by the disease, but you are as close as possible. And then specifically, actually here, I want the rogues specifically, right? Rogues need to be on those fucking crawlers straight away. Like all the rogues should just be moving straight to the crawlers because you guys can just like 2 point or 1 point stun them like kidney, and prevent the mana drain, right? But they need to be like all the melee just need to go over and just quickly get on them.
1 hour buffs.
I just thought it was worth the try. See if it
Yeah,
worked.
no, it was. It was. Now we know.
Oh yeah, we know now.
Correct. We are not stacking this time. Alright, doing a ready check. Alright, good. I'm going to do a pull timer now. Again, put away companions before we pull. Banks, auctions, repair bots, etc. Put them all away. Pulling in 10.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we'll pull. Just Deathwish here off the start. I want to try. I want to see. Please call out the Nightmare Crawlers if they're up. Shards.
It's up.
Nightcrawler.
Shards here as well.
My plan is locked.
He's almost got me.
Nightcrawler. Get ready for shackles as well.
Nightcrawler.
Shackles. Do not.
Nightcrawler.
Dispel. Dispel I has. Nice. Black.
Tremor Shaman.
Ending in 3, 2, 1. Ending. Shards first.
Get in position.
Shackles.
As well.
So moved.
Chrome tab.
Can't believe you do that on Age Milk's last attempt, dude.
Multi-kill.
That was that seemed to be a lot better in terms of like damage going out. So at least initially, it
The
felt like it
mana
was.
felt better too in the ranged. Just
Yeah. I mean, it's also a thing.
Just gotta call some Nightcrawlers out.
Use a little, spatial awareness. If you see the crawler in your area, just move a few steps out. So even if it does happen to AoE, it can't hit you.
Yeah, I definitely think Death Wish is best on pull because it's going to be up later in the fight, and I don't think it's that useful on shards.
Yeah, it's not useful on shards. The melee kill their shards anyway, so.
Yeah, shards got like 0 armor, so doesn't benefit that much. They die fast.
Should I not be sundering them then?
Still Sunder.
Sunder harder. First global.
Sunder harder. Yeah, dude. Oh, whoops. That was meant to be right one.
Personally, think they could have put the rat on the opposite side. Like,
What, the upside of the room?
no, where the repair guy is.
Yeah, the opposite side of the room.
All right.
Rupture on over me. No, sir.
Meth all day.
Do we have a 40th waiting in the wings? Holy Shield is logging in.
Big hype. Although...
Sheila.
Should I,
Sheila, talk dirty to me.
Should I
Yes,
go...
you should go Ellie.
Sheila.
Ellie?
Sheila, talk
You probably
dirty
need
to
a
me.
ATS portal.
Where?
Sheila,
still
Sheila,
good
Sheila,
base.
Sheila, talk dirty.
Is she at the base or is she at Stormwind?
Sheila,
Is
she
She's got a
undead?
Stormwind as an undead.
Yeah, if anyone needs a second class, please hit a bog 'em.
Come here.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you?
Sheila,
Yes, just me, Sheila.
Please, Brit,
Sheila,
please, just, dude, stop talking.
Say something. We need to get rid of that one, hey. Replace it with something else.
I don't know who you are, why you keep being mean to me, but you need to be nice to me right now.
Come here. Come
Alright, time to buff up.
Words, man, I don't even know. Brit, please, just, dude, stop talking.
If we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet. You hear me?
Come here.
I'm gonna log and send Ellie consumes just in case.
Come here.
1 second.
Come here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I should put a mailbox down at the back, bro. Here you go.
Any 10-mans going after?
Bro, it's Hobart's birthday.
No way.
What are we even doing here?
Yeah, let's go get him a second Ashbringer.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
A whole new world.
I want me to respec or stay heal?
A whole new
Probably stay here for now.
world.
Okay.
Let's play it by feel. I mean, I want to see how we actually do later on in the phase. The problem is we've only done like
Yep.
essentially 3%.
The only thing it's gonna help with is killing shards. If that proves to be the biggest bottleneck, then it could help.
Well, the thing is at that point that was the only time we failed shards.
Yeah, so far we've been fine, so it doesn't seem that necessary.
Log in.
But we're losing. We did lose one. We'll see.
Everyone log in.
Yeah, just check healing out. If the healing looks to be like okay, then
Healing is still fairly spicy, to be honest. At least that last pull with that strat. Abandon cheese.
Yeah, everyone log in. Abandon cheese. We're as soon as you guys are in, we're full.
You know what's the best thing after about spicy food? Is the day after.
And I'll see the name in Discord.
We're gonna have to be careful because we're in their territory.
Nice to you.
It's he's here.
Divine slash.
It's Divines or Deviants.
Can I just, sorry if
Dragon
this
Fury.
has been explained already, but why are we actually, why is the range actually stacking behind like 20 yards away? Why can't we spread?
So the boss does a disease debuff to everyone within 20 yards of him. Yeah. So we have
Everyone's here.
The casters. Yeah, I'll do ready check. We have the cast and the healers stacked 20 yards away, so that they're not getting the disease debuff.
Oh yeah, I get that, but why? But why?
And if you get hit by the eye,
not
you
stand-
die.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair.
So the eye gets put on the people farthest away, which is why we have the hunters stand even further away. Which is why they're where they are, so they will naturally get the eye because they'll be furthest. The ranged and the casters and the healers are simply standing outside of the carrion swarm. Pulling in 20.
Reluctantly crouched at the starting line, engines pumping and thumping in time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, Death Wish now should be safe. Problems about Threadly. Please call out the crawlers as well.
Nightcrawler.
Crawler on Vidin Ray.
Rogues, please make sure to get off the boss and get on those crawlers. Shards coming out now.
Nightcrawler.
My plan is long.
Just shot next to boss.
Nightcrawler.
Shackles. Jesus Christ, Boggle.
Nightcrawler.
Innovate on Nox.
Nightcrawler.
Ready for shards and shackle. Get ready for shards and shackle. Yep, stop moving. Stop moving.
Shackle.
It was my heart rate, dude.
Mix Savage.
That was savage. By the way, Hunters, it seems that you're still prioritizing boss when there's a Nightcrawler in ranged. That's your main focus, by the way.
Dragon Fury said that he's available.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's an online great.
It feels like there's enough healing. I didn't feel like I needed to heal much at all. I'm wondering.
You will.
Yeah.
That part,
I guess
though,
it's all coming later.
yeah.
It's more of a later thing.
This was the
Is
tutorial.
it raid damage that we're healing though? If it's raid
It really
damage,
is a tutorial.
Shadow Priest isn't a bad choice.
My
It's like for the
shadow.
mana as well. It's really good.
Yeah, I could go shadow. My shadow damage isn't great, but it might help.
If we're gonna get a DPS, it'd be fitter because he's insane at DPS.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Meph
yeah, 'cause
has a
things are.
200 shadow resist, so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, I guess I haven't really seen the last bit, but maybe we could get Vita to go DPS. I've been doing smites and stuff.
I don't think we're not dying because of DPS anyway, so there's really not a point unless we're really
true.
close.
Basically, once we actually get it to like 20-30% or 30-20%, then we'll have a much better idea of like healing situation. If our healing situation is still sufficient at that point, you know, when it's like peaking, then we can look at swapping. But at the moment, we might as well just sit a healer strong. But we haven't gotten to that point properly yet.
Yeah.
Dragon Fury's
What did I Super can. Oh, actually, we have Great and Boggle.
He's still not online, man. Only 10. You're not dying enough.
A few times.
Well, you don't take repair from shackle deaths. So.
Oh yeah, mine was pretty cheap. I was kind of surprised.
So what you're telling me is I should die on all the shackles deliberately.
If it's already a wipe, yes.
It seems like we're always dying to it deliberately.
As we're min-maxing.
Imagine min-maxing repair build.
Got to unequip your main weapon. Save.
Yeah, of course. Unequip all weapons before you die.
Dragon Fury's online. We need to get him here.
I think this boss has 0 nature res. He doesn't like trees.
Invite Dragon Fury, boys.
Full druid team.
Does Dragon Fury have does he have big wigs? Dragon Fury, you got big wigs, buddy? The newest one?
We're gonna just go
before he gets here, yeah.
Yep. Also, we're going to have the hunters prio crawlers specifically. So rogues and hunters prio crawlers, like when they come out. We just need to we need to make sure like the ads are as tight as possible and just really taken care of. Like the entire fight. So the entire fight, the hunters, and the rogues get on crawlers. That would be good. Except for Papa, obviously. Papa just stay on the boss. All right, 25-second pull timer's up. Only 10.
Five.
Holy shit, noobs.
3, 2, 1.
And Death Wish is good now. Plenty threat.
Nightcrawler.
Crawler.
Shards.
Nightcrawler.
The shards legitimately do have 0 armor, by the way, so don't sound.
Dude, this
The
whole time I've been
misinformation.
fairy firing them.
Healers, can you guys stack a little bit tighter? I want to make sure when those Nightcrawlers spawn there.
Check.
Don't move. Dispels. Yeah, nice.
Next is that.
Try not to move these guys too far.
Tremor.
Seconds on boss.
Phase ending.
Shackle.
Shackle.
Kill that claw, please. It's
Kill the
draining
claw
everyone.
ASAP.
Cooldowns.
Crawler.
Shouts, guys, shouts.
Shards here.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh, we got fear. We had 2 up.
Yeah. We didn't make it.
Alright,
That
Fiddig,
was
can
good.
you
That was
can you
good
just...
until that happened.
Yep.
Yeah,
Is
you
there
wanna
a thing
get
that's
out of
happening
here.
in like the second half that looks like the DPS just goes much slower?
Well, it depends on like it depends
We're
on
getting
actually what's
feared and shackled at the same time as the
exactly.
shards.
Yeah, so like the shards, the shackles, and the fear were all like back to back to back.
People
And
probably
so we're
burnt
not.
the CDs also.
Yeah, fair.
So, if anyone was raiding back when this game was released, Cthulhu was originally impossible on release because the tentacles that spawned had too much health and spawned too frequently that it was mathematically impossible to kill. Blizzard nerfed it and it was killed within hours. This is a similar kind of situation. As we get later into the fight, there's more ads that just have lots of health that need to die. And over time, we will like refine the strategies and tighten it up and stuff. But the reason DPS feels so low in the second part is because there's so much damage going to not the boss that it feels like we're not making progress. But that's fine. We're just doing the mechanics, we're getting it down, we're figuring out what these priorities are.
Thanks for the tip.
Dragon Free, did you get the bigwigs? I DM'd you.
Correct, Papa. Yes. The main thing is like everyone needs to understand the order of the priority of the kill targets is everything that's going to wipe us first. So shackle is obviously number 1. That will instantly kill us, and then shards is also number 2. Very very important, and they need to be prioritized. But it's still important that people understand that the crawlers are up. So, for example, the paladins, right, might not realize that they're up, and they can quickly stun them, right? Like the healers aren't going to be DPSing anyway, and so they can Like they should be stunning them. So it's not necessarily a call to DPS or whatever, but it's just so everyone's aware of what's actually going on.
Alright, time to buff up.
Harken Night Reaper! Ho!
All right, Dragon Fury, you need to stand with the hunter. So I'm going to mark I has Pew Pew here. So you'll basically just be standing on him the entire fight. There's a couple things you need to know. Most importantly, is that there is a phase where some shards spawn around this circle. You being ranged, you need to target the ones on the far end. So behind the boss, looking at him now, you need to target ones on the other side, right? And then secondly, and most critically, there is an ability he casts called Shackles. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good. The main thing is just the shackles, right? Like, it's the only one that you will absolutely kill us if you don't move. Yeah. Then
If you do
no,
Please,
your range has nothing to do with
don't
it. You
worry.
have to stop moving.
If you do move, please don't move.
You fucking troll, bro. And then the other thing is you should just be trying to prio the crawlers which spawn inside the healers, like in the healer group. So stand on IHAS and then just hit the crawlers when they spawn. All right, we're looking good. I'm gonna do a pull timer now.
Get rid of your companion.
Yeah, get rid of banks, get rid of auctioneers, repair bots, etc. It looks like Demon Slaying here.
Veda, go to your bank.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rest real good, just Death Wish straight away, right off the Sunders. I'll tell you what, Recklessness now as well.
Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler.
Shards. Shard.
Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler.
Bring it to the boss, please. Don't bring it away. Bring him to the boss.
Nightcrawler.
Don't move.
Nightcrawler.
Collapse here onto the stack up.
Hammer totem.
Hammer totems, probably doing guard. No. Get ready for both shackles and shards here. So get ready to stop moving.
Shards first.
Stop moving.
Shackles.
Who was it?
Goldie Deceit.
Not savage yet.
Same reason we died to the thing on Medivh, dude.
The link between our worlds shall slowly open, and with it, the burning legion shall consume all.
It was both. A lot of people died to the shackle, and then the rest died to the shard.
Yeah, Dragonfear, why did you wipe us?
Good efforts, guys.
It was pretty solid.
Honestly, people are going to wipe us to shackles. The important thing is that, you know, as we get better at it, it
little
happens less
bitches for
often.
doing it.
Also, that.
Yeah, are you a little bitch?
It's important that we shame them so they don't do it again.
Yeah, haven't you guys watched
Shame.
Replay?
Yeah,
You can't say good job. You gotta say, you gotta give him a hard time.
Shame. This is why Dad left.
Hey man, the milkman's coming back.
I thought Mom was doing something.
I still believe.
He went out for cigarettes.
That's what mine said.
Brother.
Hey, are we calling this or?
Yeah.
Or are
that's
we
gonna
gonna
be it.
dragon?
There's a couple of people bailing, so.
Okay, no worries.
And they happen to be healers.
Rip.
Of the blue kind.
Shame that
So,
shame.
It's okay, we don't need healers for this. There's no damage.
Well, 7 of 9. We're making progress.
bro,
Yeah.
I am really not liking having to fucking relog like every time on that fight.
Dude, there's something wrong with your setup, man.
For sure, something's up.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's only him. For some reason, I've been unequipping my offhand. Like
Oh man, maybe I actually haven't checked any of my equips.
Bro, what
I think
kind of
people got some weird
like
macros, man.
it's not macros or anything. Like what
Yeah,
macro would make it unbind my fucking my fucking keys, right? And then if I restart the client, it's fine. Like they just get rebound. It's like,
Are you sure you didn't come across that add-on?
I didn't even know what he
Months
was.
ago,
Yeah,
just
it's
install it
happening
and
to me
forget
too,
about it?
and I haven't got it. So.
I have no idea what it is.
All right, guys, I'm gonna bounce and start unpacking.
Could be-
Hope you guys soon catch it.
Could be the
GG's.
like
Is it-
version of
I
Big
was
Leagues.
AFK for a little bit, but I'll be back in voice in a little bit.
I can show you. I'll